these choices, the easy choices often are they seem the most appealing, like, ooh, go get drunk, go get high, go get some caffeine, go get some sugar, go have some sex, go shopping. All those choices are very simple and easy and just kind of glamorous, and they look really quick fix, like, ooh, that'll satisfy me. But the big picture, they never do. And so ultimately, I feel if we just focus inward and we start doing that work inside, this is where the power of meditation comes in. It's going to be where we start to quiet the mind chatter. We start to tune out from this external movie long enough to just tune in and know self. Stop worrying about who's interested in you or how cute you are and if they want to date you or how do I get that guy to date me online, and focus internally on how do I get myself to love myself? How do I feel comfortable and at ease with hanging out by myself? How can I just take a breath and trust and be completely in the moment and content? That's the true work. And that doesn't maybe seem very appealing to many of us because, again, I don't really feel in society we're really given this glamorous approach with that. But to my life in particular, I can say it is worth it. It is worth it. And there will be times that what you're doing looks so boring to people around you because you're just being. You're just sitting there listening to the wind. You're just sitting there with the trees and you're just appreciating the beauty and you're feeling your own self-love. You're feeling that love just to be in the moment, just to watch those people laughing. It's the simple connection. Amen, it's that connection to the now that each of you is really wanting. And that sense of deep inner peace and transformation that will come when you come home to yourself is beyond words. Like, I can't even put it into words. It's something that must be experienced. And the best thing I can do as a healer is help you to see where you're doing things that are sabotaging that and how to quiet all that chatter, how to choose differently and choose in a more empowered way. And if you are listening and you're really ready and you're really done suffering, then make that move in that direction. But if you're not, be honest and stop lying. Stop saying how much you hate suffering and how much you hate being sick and how much you hate having this drama with your mother-in-law, and just stop talking about it, because all you're doing vibrationally is feeding it. And that's really never going to shift anything. And so I just feel like today it's all about empowering self-love, self-worth, self-esteem. That's where it's at. And I promise, as each one of us does this work and loves ourselves and comes back and is true to self, and as we start to tune in and honor what we really need to feel at ease and to feel peace, we will be the change that this world's ready for. We will each transcend and transform our external experience. But it's never going to happen by me sitting at home on a computer angry and stressed out about what everyone else is not doing right. It will never do anything to help you. That's just going to upset you. And if you like that and you get excited from that feeling, keep doing it. But if really you realize that you want peace and you want ease and you want things to open for you, you want people to just respond to you vibrationally in a more loving way, know that you hold that power and it's in your choices. And I honestly, for those of you that look up to me in any way and you see that I have moved through a lot of things, and maybe you're like, wow, how is she so peaceful and positive all the time? And there's times where I'm pissed, you know it. But for the most part, I stay very peaceful. And when I have lost my alignment and got really pissed, the thing that's amazing is that I really quickly learn, like, wow, that wasn't worth it. Like, that was so not worth it. I'm going to just come back to this happy place and I'll still deal with those things, but I don't want to lose my vibrational alignment again, because it feels terrible. So you learn it quickly. But for those of you that look to someone like me and you think, how is she doing that? Listen really to what I'm saying. It's simple, but there is self-awareness work all the time. Like, I'm constantly aware of every thought I'm thinking, everything I'm speaking, everything that I'm creating. What is it I want to create? What is it I want to experience? And how do I want to vibrationally affect something? This is all something I hold power of in myself. And there's no more victimization here. There's no more blame. There's no more controlling others, or even the illusion that you're controlling others. It's all about authenticity, vulnerability, and trust. And each of us, like I said, are going to have moments where fear comes to challenge us. I have it. There will be moments I'm like, oh, I really want to do that, but I'm kind of freaked out. Like, oh, that's new for me. I'm going, and I'll just move forward. But there's times in the past when I didn't feel empowered, and I felt very stressed, and I felt very insecure, that I would feel like, oh, I want to learn that. I want to do that. Oh, I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I don't know. I don't have enough money. I don't something. There was always something not enough. And I hear a lot of you say that. I hear the ones that stay stuck. You talk about your lack a lot. And so first step to transformation is pay attention to what you're thinking, what you're speaking, and are you really willing to shift things? Or are you actually really liking your drama? And if you are, at least own it and be honest, because owning our stuff is way more empowering than being in denial any moment. So any other questions coming in, Amnon?
No questions. Oh, wait a second. Ron just said a few things. But
somebody call in, because I want to do an angel reading. So call in, people.
Kathy's saying, I heard an interesting statement. Worry is meditating on shit.
Yes, and you're amazingly powerful, and you're drawing that shit right to you. Yes, that's it. That's absolutely true. And so if you're vibrationally worrying, you're just like asking for the shitstorm. Bring it.
Yeah. And Ron says, wow, I can see that literally. Shit is full of a little bit of every kind of waste. Meditating on it, I would worry about all kinds of crap.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. And did he get it?
Yeah, he's saying I can see that.
Wow. Is he seeing it right now? I'm just kidding.
Apparently.
I hope not. Yes, but it's true. Like, when you're really... This is the thing. It's so simple. Everything is so simple. I could seriously do one show and never talk to you guys again. If you just hear, everything is vibrational. Everything is energy and vibrational. So if you're going to think something, which we are, because we're all thinking, but if you're going to think something, if you can't seem to control your thoughts because they're just racing and they're anxious, go and just connect with your breath and just breathe and release that tension. And if your brain starts going, back to the breath. I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. You just keep coming to that place, and eventually you learn, okay, I may not feel empowered in what I'm thinking right now, but at least I can come just to breathing and just focus on my breath and feel gratitude for that breath. That vibrationally is going to be much more powerful for you than laying in bed and dwelling and worrying and stressing about something. Because as we realize we are vibrational beings, we are putting out a signal to the universe when we're worrying, and we're like, hey, I'm worrying about this stuff. And then the universe is like, oh, she's wanting some negativity. Let's bring it on in. And it's vibrational. But if at the same time, I'm like, okay, I know I'm kind of out of alignment. I've been worrying. I'm breathing. I'm so grateful for all I have. I'm grateful for how everything that is working is going. I'm grateful. Oh, that person was nice to me. I'm grateful for that. We just start to look for gratitude in anything. I'm so grateful it's sunny today. Like, yeah, I woke up not feeling my best, but it's sunny and I'm grateful. And that vibrationally will start to draw in more and more beauty and more high vibrational experiences. And that's really the magic. If we want money and abundance, we talk about it and think about it. If we want poverty and sickness, we talk about it and we think about it.
Woo woo. Yeah.
Take that crap and flush it down the commode.
Yeah. Nice sound effects. Is that like a triple flush? He was like really getting rid of that. Awesome. Yes, and you want to really vibrationally get rid of it, and that's what I'm doing as a healer. Is I'm assisting with clearing. So imagine big picture. You hear that toilet flushing. So it's like we're just tuning in vibrationally to what you've been carrying around in your auric field and in your mind and all your vibrational spaces that's not really affecting you in a positive way, and then you flush it. You have to let it go. And if you don't clear it, especially this unconscious stuff that we're not even aware of a lot of times, if we don't clear that stuff, it still controls you. If unconsciously you're just dwelling and thinking about worry and you're not catching it, it's still vibration. You're still putting it out there. You could be very positive and smiling to everybody today, but worrying in your mind and just constantly dwelling on worry, and vibrationally, you're bringing it. So we got to really look at the power of our thoughts. That's our first beginning stage of creation. That is the seeds of your creation. So if you want something and you've been told you can't have it, you're born in a certain status in life, who are you to think you can have that? Screw that crap, because it's a lie. Because really, you as a soul chose where you went. Every one of us chose where we began our journey. For whatever reason, we wanted the challenge, we wanted to learn, we wanted to walk through the darkness, we wanted to be pampered and spoiled. Whatever it was, we chose it. And so whatever it is you're focusing on now, you're choosing it, and you can get yourself out of any predicament. You got yourself there, you can get yourself out of it. If you are in poverty, you can get yourself out of poverty. And it's not by doing some plan that people will tell you have to buy all this stuff and go get some real estate, or it's really about your true heartfelt self-love, self-worth, self-esteem alignment again of what makes Tanya happy. I'm focusing on that. And what do I feel a passion for, and what do I feel a purpose connected with? Like when I connect on this show and I'm helping other souls come back into their alignment and power, I naturally can talk about it because it's my passion. If Amnon's talking on his show about electronics and how to help people understand electronics and get things working better, he doesn't have to even think twice because that's his passion. So it's really figuring out what your passion and your purpose are, and then doing stuff in that direction, putting energy in that direction so that you are in alignment with your highest self. That is going to bring you happiness and fulfillment. Sitting around complaining because you weren't born into a rich family and looking at all the people that were and saying that, it's just not fair, complaining, talking about the problems in the government. I promise you it's never going to help any of you get richer or get happier. But if you like drama and you like suffering, keep doing it because it will be perfect for that. So, okay.
So now hold on.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yay, somebody called me. Who is this?
Hi, Tanya. It's Cindy.
Cindy, my love, I miss you. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome. Good to hear from you. So do you have a question or a comment on what we're talking about today?
Not really. I agree with everything you're saying.
Awesome. You just wanted to call and say hi because you missed me.
I made her.
Did you want an angel reading, Cindy?
Of course.
Awesome. So tell me something that you're feeling about our conversation. Like what are you feeling about it personally from your perspective?
Well, my situation with an old friend.
Yes.
So that's this is really resonating with that right now for me.
Awesome. So it's helping you to not be attached to what's happening out there, but to stay in that place of alignment and love no matter what's happening externally?
Yes.
Yay. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got, let's see, I've got a few decks of cards. I've got my animal cards, my